What's good, y'all? It's Wild Mag.
They say police in our hood cause all the drugs in our streets. But if you believe that, you never hung with white people. Shit, they locking us up for what we say in our rhyme. But take a look in the history, you'll see who committing all the crime. Black body swinging, drag, burn, coming up missing all over the state. And I ain't talking about years ago, this is going on today. Even niggas deny, dog, we call them hoes boulay. How you gonna hate your own people when the devil done already showed his face? It ain't safe in the streets no more. Everybody gun slanging. What's a Republican Democrat when red and blue is gang banging? Gave my partner 7 years for 7 rocks up in his drawers. But doctors and pharmacists legally selling fentanyl. And it ain't about race, y'all, it's all about the money. They lied about history cause they know they stole our country. Asians, Indians, even slave owners got paid. But soon as we mention reparations, they wanna look the other way. They only give us 2 demons that they tell us to elect. Fuck that, cause this time around I'm voting for Cornel West. They erase the evil from history and make laws to destroy us. Talking about you niggas cool with it, y'all still voting for them. And I ain't racist, I'm just telling it like it is. They couldn't trick us, now they after our kids. I just hope we don't have to resort to checking jeans. Hats off, now it's Alabama all over again. Damn, can't we all just get along? Pop a pill, calm down, she and rip a bone. Open your eyes and you can see what's really happening. They say we the problem why they ripping kids and sex trafficking. That shit ain't cool. I'm telling you the truth. It's probably the realest shit I wrote up in the book. Long as we've been giving our love to you, you should be giving us your love too. You just keep on treating us like we fools. You know it ain't cool. United States. Long as we've been giving our love to you, you should be giving us your love too. You just keep on treating us like a fool. You know it ain't cool. Ow!
Hey, what's up with it? What's up with it, y'all? What's good? It's Wild Mac. Man, I ain't have too much to talk about today, so I figured I'd just have a little jam session with y'all. Who up, man? Come jam with me. Come on. Come on and kick it. Come on and kick it. I got my Dos Equis. You know what I'm saying? I got my vape. It's somewhere around here. I think I just dropped it on the floor. But anyway, shit, welcome to the Untamed Hits Jam session. So that was number 1, of course. I gotta go in on America for being so cruel. It's what I do. It's what we do, you know. But aside from that, I probably go through a few of my Instagram shorts with y'all, and if I feel like commenting or discussing it, I jump in. But and if y'all want to discuss it or comment, leave it in the comments. You know what to do. And so y'all need to start liking, you know what I'm saying, my video and sharing it, letting everybody know, hey, this dude pop in for real, Jack. For real though. Check me out. Hey.
Too many hoe ass niggas out here, Mr. J.
Yep.
Man, they want to throw rocks and hide hands and shit like little bitches. What up, though, Cliff? Make the beat and every time he hits up in here, it's your boy Wild Mac. What up, Mr. J?
Yep.
Wanna hop in this
Too bad.
Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me. Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me. Cruising slow-mo up in a big box Chevy, constantly watching my back, my situation is heavy. Hoping I ain't the father of this baby by Betty and my homie wanna ride me, dog, I told you I'm ready. Big money by big guns and small armies, nigga. See, I'm a real OG and you a corny nigga. Just 'cause I love me, they say it's vanity, but y'all do the same shit over for years and expect something new, that's insanity. So don't get mad at me 'cause I want more out of life. I like my drink straight still, don't even pour it on ice. My happy and yo happy, dog, two different things. You trying to impress people and I'm trying to be king. I'd rather live a private life, you just wanna be seen. So got to be more careful who I let on my team. I'ma keep pushing while you judging the G. Know that I don't give a fuck, dog, that's just me. Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me. Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me.
How the hell can you judge me when you haven't even met me? It's funny how you follow people. I get you something like a caddy, saying dessert and being a porter, picking the bags and taking them orders. Coming for me, I got something for you. Thinking you know me, really you don't. Boy, to get your mind right, along with your family, man. Messing with me is something that your brain really can't maintain. You said you were mine, but you can name. I really can't even call you by your name, dog. You focused up in the game. This hating ain't T, it's just a pain. What's up with that? Out of my way, nigga. You really be looking so lame, but nigga, with time, Dick and Harry say, man, it's so sick how you wanna hate. Let's get element, cause you a fade. How many times are you gonna take to think about what you did was a mistake? You really did see what you had in your play. For goodness sake, you was a snake. Didn't act your age, the bed you made, it's how you lay. Believing everything I wanna say. You better believe that I'm a G. Every day I continue to be rolling with Walt Mac and Untamed HITZ. Yep.
Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me. Everybody keep on judging me, but I don't give a fuck to see, 'cause I can't be nothing but me. Man, yeah, nigga, these bitch niggas running around talking cash money shit to these hoes, and then get up in a nigga face and be out kicking and laughing, trying to play that friendly ass shit. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, if you gon' say some shit about a nigga, say it to a nigga face. Shit. If you gon' rob a nigga in his face. Don't wait till a nigga leave and sleep and sneak and do the shit like a little bitch. Nigga, you niggas fucking niggas hoes behind niggas back and shit. Nigga, go tell that nigga, say that's our bitch now. Oh, you too scared to do this shit.
I forgot to. Anyway.
Too many hoe ass niggas out here, Mr. J.
I'm over here jamming.
Yo, what's good? This your boy MR.J.
Wow, man.
Who am I? MR.J.
Go get him, dog.
Yup. Over and over, the boy be slipping, compensating for nothing they tripping. We can bring it, I forget to mention. Walking like a drunk, what you been sipping? Sitting around the bush like you been eating a tush. Your mouth need to dush. Period. I said what I said, don't mention my name. In the discussion, I really be serious. You ugly see creatures be feeling all sending cheeks like you from down bottom. Out of square worth overzealous, getting jealous. You really don't know the meaning of a dollar's word. You're broken, you know it. You really be jumping slow poking. Next time you really need to put it in motion or get out the ocean. My face is floating, I'm coast to coast. If you wanna get the choking, you boys are sick, man. man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. You really sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. Your mind is sick, your mind is lame and hating, faking up in the game. You need to get fixed, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. Fantastic. You see him having, you really thought that I was gonna be dagging. From the top, I tell you what's about to happen. Shut your mouth because you know you be capping. More to the knowledge ain't that I be dragging. Can't you see me living without no passion? Quit living past it, bite your tongue, and you be scared to even come recite a pass. But I'm thinking you were grown, I'm thinking on your own. Letting the wizard control your mind. Your brain is hard to find, better than mine. Your IQ would never have light. The shot I was gonna let you slide. Come on now, I can't even let it ride. Trying to get access, you are denied. Something like a blind, leading the blind. How? Your boys are sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. You really sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. Your mind is sick, your mind is lame and hating, faking up in the game. You need to get fixed, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game.
Why you niggas hating, lying and faking, hanging and watching my pockets? Oh, wanna be me ass nigga, just capping by trapping, bitch. You need to stop it. You nigga just wanna get paid without putting in work, gotta push it and drop hits. How you gon' fix your mouth talking about what I made and you don't know shit about profit? You want a piece of my knowledge, but don't wanna do what I do when I got it. You just wanna hear it and then rap about it, but not what I know, they don't teach it no college. You cowards are just too primitive. Now I'm about to leave you speechless. You not a Christian, you just too afraid to tell people that you don't believe in Jesus.
You boys are sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. You really sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. Your mind is sick, your mind is lame and hating, faking up in the game. You need to get fixed, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game.
What you niggas know about Wild Mac? He probably looking for liquor to toss back. He not the type of nigga to walk past, cause he gonna get you for all that. That's for hanging around niggas like Morris, AD, BJ, and Courtney. And all of these bitches that thought they was Barbie, but they just could not afford me. All of you bitches are boring. Hanging around me to get fame off my name. See, all of you bitches act just like these niggas. Plus all of you niggas is lame. They just wanna put salt in the game while I'm trying to put a new boss in your bitch brains. You breaking records about who could take the most poison. You boys are sick, man.
You boys are sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. You really sick, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game. Your mind is sick, your mind is lame and hating, faking up in the game. You need to get fixed, man. Lame and hating, faking up in the game.
Niggas out here, Mr. J.
Yep.
Man, they want to throw rocks and hide.
COG, Wild Mac and Mr. J, for sure. For sure. Hey, but anyway, man, I'm going to get on into the show so we can have some laughs or giggles or learn some or whatever be popping up on my Instagram shit. My shit be pretty interesting. I mean, to me, it'll be pretty interesting. So I'm gonna keep it pushing and teach y'all something and get y'all some giggles in and make y'all want to argue about some stuff, cause you know, I'm just that controversial on this up in this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a controversial type of person. So anyway, let's go and get into it. I'm gonna start right here. I ain't gonna waste no time.
Just be aware of this. Black people invented the traffic signal, air conditioning, refrigerator, hearing aid, lawnmower, fountain pen, wrench, clothes dryer. The first steam engine was invented by a black person, but they couldn't patent it because he was a slave. So go to our website. You can check. Just be aware of this. Black people invented the traffic.
That started out pretty good. Hold on.
Just be aware of this. Black people invented.
Was Zeus black? Zeus was the chief deity of ancient Greek religion, a sky and weather god, and the inspiration behind the Roman god Jupiter. He was worshipped as the creator of thunder, lightning, rain, and winds, and his traditional weapon was the thunderbolt. He was known as the father of gods and men. However, most people ignore that the majority of ancient Greeks' knowledge came from Africans. Most Greek gods were actually Hellenized versions of Kemet's African deities. All Greek historians, including Homer, Diodorus, and Herodotus, acknowledge that black Africans were the first to worship the gods, and that the Greeks simply learned from them. The Greeks assumed the Egyptian gods were the true gods. So all they did was copy what the Africans created and adapted it to their customs. Traces of that African origin can still be found in their writings. In the Iliad and Odyssey, Homer wrote that every year, Greek gods went to feast with the Ethiopians or black Africans. Furthermore, Zeus's chief title was Ethiops, which means black. So, yes, according to the ancient Greeks, Zeus, their main god, was black. Like and subscribe for more. Was Zeus black?
How many of y'all knew that? that's different.
What? Oh, look at this here. What? Pimp Lucius. You know I gets my pimpin' on. Oh, shit, ain't that you do? Yeah, I be pimpin' all these hoes. Fool, that was way back in high school. You knows I get my pimp. Wait.
And the other thing was when I was in the Kingdom of Lesotho, the woman who I took a little drive up a mountain, and the woman was handing out pieces of watermelon. You know what I'm saying? These slices of watermelon. She was handing them out to the shepherds, and the shepherds would take them, still wrap them up, and they was treating them like they was gold.
Nah, this a good one. Y'all gotta listen to this, cause this was done to us a lot, and it's still being done to us to this day. And I don't know what it is about my people that offends them when somebody make a joke about something to make them completely turn all the way away from it. But look.
Oh, the diamonds or something that they were handing off. And I was like, what's up with y'all on the watermelon? You know what I'm saying? Like, and she was like, oh man, like, you know, it's the most important food out here.
Black
folks.
folks.
Like, yo, yeah. She was like, yo, check game. She was like, it's the only food you can eat that'll give you, that'll fill your stomach up and keep you not from feeling hungry, but it'll give you all the hydration and nutrients you need out here in the sun.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like where I'm from, they make fun of us for eating that.
That's
to the point that we don't even want to eat it in front of people. And she was like, why would you not want to eat what's so important to you and your
she
culture?
didn't get it.
She was like, how can somebody tell you not to do that? Like,
yo, that is.
And the other thing was when I was in the Kingdom of Lesotho, the woman who I
So look, just like you said, it, you know, in our culture, they make fun of us. All black people eat watermelon and stuff like that. You know, black people's ice cream, all types of weird stuff. So then all of a sudden, no black people wanted to eat watermelon. I never understood that. You know, I was like, well, I mean, watermelon really good for you and all this stuff. Just like you said, it's all these benefits of it. You know, and it tastes alright. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So, but that's how they took us out of a lot of things, like how they, because we did used to call ourselves Indians, but they stopped us from calling ourselves Indians by making up stuff like Indian giver, you know, so, a stingy person, somebody who give you something and then want to take it back. You know, and that lets you know they went from Indian to nigger, which nigger meant a stingy person. So it was the same thing. They just changed the word. But like I said before that, we didn't call ourselves none of that. We were only tribal names, so it wasn't no like Indians or Native Americans or nothing like that. But anyway, like I said, they talked us out of even African when we first started calling ourselves Africans. I remember that, and they would say stuff like, "Oh, you just an African booty scratcher," you know, stuff like that, and make you not even want to say that you were part of, you know, Africa. It's all kinds of stuff y'all just don't understand. They called us Somalians and they called us Cambodian refugees and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, the point I'm getting at is they used a lot of the stuff to make us not want to call ourselves who we really were. So I'm glad he brought that up. But even with watermelon, even with chicken, so, but let me keep it going.
So when we look here, we're looking at the colon. When we look at the lips, we're looking at the colon. When we look at the side of the mouth, we're looking at the kidneys. When we look around the mouth, we're seeing the sex organs. So a lot of people that have PCOS, fertility issues, they will have hair on the lip, or they may have developing a mustache or chin hairs. Right? When we look at the lungs, we look at the cheeks, we're looking at the lungs. When we look at the tip of the nose, we're looking at the heart. Right, when we look between the brows here, we're looking at the liver. So when you understand how to map the face like that, then when you see any inconsistency, I don't care if it's hyperpigmentation, if it's acne, if it's dark spots, if it's wrinkles, if it's dehydration, change in skin texture, that will mean that there's an inconsistency with that organ. Right, so when we going through puberty after eating all this cow's milk for 15 years and things, you see whiteheads start to appear on the forehead. More than likely, that child is dealing with constipation, which is leading to the whiteheads. Now, the Africa said that's just a big old turd sitting on your forehead. So when we look here, we're looking.
Look, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I didn't drink milk like that. I didn't eat a lot of cereal. So I didn't get acne. Now, I don't know if that's the reason or not, but a lot of my friends did get a lot of whiteheads on their forehead. I didn't really get it, but I didn't know this. I didn't know this until right now. I don't even think I had watched this before. But I might have just saved it because of the title that I'm seeing. But wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. I'm glad she said that, because it might be a lot of truth to that, because I didn't really get acne. I don't drink milk, and I don't really eat cereal, and I did see a lot of teenagers in high school, you know, that bad acne. Guess they drank a whole lot of milk.
Who were the ancient Ethiopians? According to ancient Greeks, Ethiopians were blameless, the tallest and handsomest men. They were the first humans and the first to worship the gods. The gods were so pleased by their piety that they never let them be conquered by foreign nations. They even said that Egyptians were Ethiopian colonists led by King Osiris. Most people believe that it's about this Ethiopia, but this is how Greeks portrayed those Ethiopians. Nothing to do with these Ethiopians. Ethiopian means burnt faces. It designated all black Africans living directly south and west of Egypt. Modern Ethiopia was then known as Axum. When invaded, Egyptians fled to ancient Ethiopia, which is Nubia or Kush. There, they regrouped with their fellow Africans to fight back. No foreign nation had ever conquered the Black Coalition, until King Ezana of Axum, who joined forces with Romans in Egypt, attacked them, creating two fronts. Ethiopia fell, and Ezana proclaimed himself King of Ethiopia. That's how Axum usurped that identity and became known as Ethiopia. Subscribe and activate the bell. Who were the ancient?
That's crazy. Yeah, they tried to call us Ethiopians too, and they would show us these videos of these little kids. I think they show the same videos today of the same little kids that they used to show us when I was a little kid, talking about these starving kids and please donate to them. And ain't nobody saying no money or none of these kids getting help. But anyways, like, for real, I think they just use the same videos of these little kids out there playing in the mud, ain't got no food and stuff like that. They probably sick. Ain't no telling what the problem was with these kids, but they showed it like, you know, all these kids have nothing and please donate to them. And they was using that to play on our hearts to make us donate. You know, it's a trip how they always show little dark-skinned kids. They never show little pale faces that were in need of help. Because they knew wasn't none of the other pale faces gonna donate no money. But us as dark-skinned people, that's what we do, you know, because we been down before, so we know how it is. So, you know, so. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
These are changing times, and they're scared. Kwame Ture once told me, the closer you get to the Creator, the closer the devil will get to you. This is what's happening. The harder they are on you, the more guns they collect, the more afraid of you they are. Because if it was really that bad, you wouldn't need all those guns. If you were really superior, you wouldn't need to do what you're doing. Because you are who you are. And you got that. You know you got the game. But when you have to handicap those that are outside, it means that you ain't who you pretend to be. And the only power that the oppressor has on those whom they wish to oppress is the mind of the oppressed. If you believe they great, they great. But when you get down to the point where you say, you know, you ain't who you think you are. These are changing times.
Yeah, he said a mouthful. Whew, that's a lot to talk about. I ain't gonna really get into it. You know, you can see it in the title. If y'all know me and y'all know how I feel about spirituality and religion, then you'll know why I find a very big flaw in this statement right here. There's a very big flaw there. Now, like, everything he was saying was so on point that I couldn't really go against it. But every time I read this, it just shoot off like that can only mean one of two things. Either the creator is the devil or the creator is with the devil. But anyway, I don't know. What y'all think about that? Leave it off in the comments. It says, the closer you get to the creator, the closer the devil will get to you. Now, the only way I can see that is either the devil is with the creator or the devil is the creator. I don't know. Y'all tell me. You know, because I can't see the devil chasing you and getting closer to you as you get closer to the creator, because they're supposed to be enemies, you know, which the devil's supposed to be scared of the creator because he stole from, or, you know, whatever. Anyway, like I said, that could get real deep, and I don't really want to get into it right now. But y'all can get into it. Leave it in the comments. I'll jump back on it. Hey, if y'all really want me to discuss that with y'all, yeah, leave it off in the comments. And I'll jump right in on there, and we can really talk about that. But aside from that, let's keep it moving.
They did not want poor black people and poor white people working together ever again. So they invented the identity of white, and they said in their documents, land may be owned by white men only. So at one point, when the white guy recognized that we had more in common than he had with the rich landowner, now he has more in common with the rich landowner than he does with me, because at least he has the privilege of possibly becoming a landowner.
Man, he said a mouthful just right in the beginning. Like, we are humans. This white and black thing was just created. There is no such thing as white people. There is no such thing as black people. And then I don't see how you gonna say reserve brown for Mexicans when they light beige themselves. We the only browns. I ain't gonna get into all that, but like I said, it's not, your skin tone don't mean that that's your race. That's just your skin tone. You're a human. We have all different types of skin tones as humans. You know, but like he said, it was the rich landowners that did this. You know, it was the rich landowners who everybody wanted to be cool with. You know, and we're not going to talk about how these landowners became rich, or landowners for that instance, but
I do not. It's called divide and rule. That was their way of dividing the working class from each other. And so now we're living in this, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we were permanently divided, where what they handed to white people was the illusion of superiority. You sold your identity as French, or British, or Polish. You sold that identity for the identity of white. And then what you got for that was the illusion of superiority. They did.
I'm gonna let them say that one more time, y'all. Check it out.
Did not want poor black people and poor white people working together ever again. So they invented the identity of white, and they said in their documents, land may be owned by white men only. So at one point, when the white guy recognized that we had more in common than he had with the rich landowner, now he has more in common with the rich landowner than he does with me, because at least he has the privilege of possibly becoming a landowner. I do not. It's called divide and rule. That was their way of dividing the working class from each other. And so now we're living in this, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we were permanently divided, where what they handed to white people was the illusion of superiority. You sold your identity as French, or British, or Polish. You sold that identity for the identity of white. And then what you got for that was the illusion of superiority.
And not only that, it even divided within classes, like within the blacks, like some blacks who think they are better than others, you know, and stuff like that, and then they get divided out from the other ones. Or, you know, some of them, they say that they're smarter black ones or whatever. I don't consider them being smarter. I really consider them being more naive than anything else. Because in order for you to really make it in the working class as a dark-skinned American, you either gotta be naive, you gotta be retarded, or you gotta be one of those people who just don't give a fuck and you would do anything for money. And you know, those are the only ones that just really make it. If you just a regular working class black person, you gonna be poor in America. That's the design. But if you know, and you got a little bit of brains on you, not for real. But if you ain't got no brains and you kind of ignorant and stuff, they'll let you come up because they know you gonna die out fast. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
People walk like that because we have style, we got flavor, we got rhythm. I mean, the black man in America is the most copied man on this planet.
Look, I'm glad he said that too, because no doubt, man, that's what set us aside. That's what make us different from the other black people around the world, around the whole world. They copy off us. Just think about that. They copy off us. They see us in all the Olympics. We win in everything. Even here, we dominate in everything. We create everything. Everything that's great that's been created by one of us. One of us dark-skinned people. That's what that's what he got at. Like, we are the most copied all around the world. Everybody want to claim us as being their descendants, but they want to copy us. They copied us, you know, they've been copying us from ancient times with pyramids and stuff, but that's probably later on. Holla.
Bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question? People walk like that because we have style, we got flavor, we got rhythm. I mean, the black man in America is the most copied man on this planet, bar none. Everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. How about that question? People walk like that because we have style, we got flavor.
Look, this just a post. I'm gonna read it. Black people in the U.S. are expected to keep on keeping on, no matter what. Keep on working. Keep on schooling. Keep on entertaining. Keep on laughing. Keep loving. Keep doing life. As if violent attacks or violent acts of domestic terrorism aren't perpetual threats to our very existence. I'm so tired. Man, she said mouthful. Who are that? I don't even know the cyberspace.
So what happens if someone goes to bed at midnight? Someone goes to bed at midnight, not only have they cut down by almost half their melatonin, serotonin, agonine, vasotocin and epithalamin, but they've also lost some of their cleaning, And what can also happen is they can wake up in the morning and they've still got memory from the day before in their short-term memory unit because there wasn't enough time to get it into the rapid eye movement time. Dr. Matthew Walker and his associates, they did a lot of research with this, and they got 20 students. And 10 of the students had 6 hours sleep a night, and 10 of the students had 8 hours sleep a night. And they found after 3 months, the ones on 8 hours sleep a night retained almost double what the 6 hours sleep a night. You see, they lost some of that consolidation, that confirmation of the things that they'd learnt through the day. So what happens if someone goes to bed at midnight? If someone goes to bed at midnight, not only have they cut down by almost half their melatonin, serotonin, agonine, vasotocin and epithalamin, but they've also lost some of their cleaning. And what can also happen is they can wake up in the morning and they've still got memory from the day before in their short-term memory unit because there wasn't enough time to get it into the rapid eye movement time. Dr. Matthew Walker and his associates, they did a lot of research with this, and they got 20 students. And 10 of the students had 6 hours sleep a night.
So that's why we so fucked up, y'all. We don't get no sleep. We don't do our bodies right. We gotta get that sleep, let our memories erase, and let that old stuff go in the long-term memory and refresh our short-term so we don't get it jumbled up, during the day. And that's what be happening. I think that's why people be so, antsy and just caught up with all this crazy stuff because they ain't letting their memory get wiped out and cleaned and refreshed and ready for the new. Man.
I got a request to do the packing house in Dallas. Well, South Dallas. You go here to get all the colored people food. Like literally. Yeah. Pig feet, East Texas Holla, chitlins, ribs, fresh salami, wings. Basically, this is the black hood version of Sam's, but just for meat. You can go buy all the shit here in bulk. They're a corner store on the inside. This is the only motherfucking store where a motherfucker be fixing the car in the parking lot. Motherfucker be getting into it with a crackhead at the bus stop in front of this bitch. Nigga try to sell you weed on the inside of this motherfucker. And at the same time, sell you some food. Now, I ain't talking down on the packing house like I ain't gonna never get nothing at this bitch. I'll talk about this motherfucker and still go get me some goddamn shit out of here. Even though I let go of the pork a long time ago. It ain't just pork up here. I go for the chicken. If you pick up anything off the aisles in these motherfuckers, check the date. Motherfuckers will stand right there in line and try to sell you some food stamps right there in front of the people. And the cashier won't even be tripping because, hell, they probably bought some food stamps. Regardless of what you do in the packing house, when you walk in that line that you see, I double dare you to skip anybody in that motherfucking line. It's going to be a misunderstanding. You buy eggs out of here, check the eggs because 3 or 4 of them bitches might be broke. Milk, check the fucking date. Bread, squeeze them hoes and make sure it ain't toast. Only thing to me good in this motherfucking store is the meat department. All that other shit like grocery, I'll go down the street to get something. I wouldn't shop out of here for groceries. Like, I get my meats out of here. Like cabbage and all that other produce shit, I go down the street for it. I got a request to do the packing house in Dallas. Well, South Dallas. You go.
Donkey was tied to a tree. A demon came and untied it. The donkey ran into the fields and began destroying the crop. When the farmer's wife spotted this, she shot and killed the donkey. The donkey's owner was so upset that he shot the farmer's wife. When the farmer returned to see his wife dead, he stormed off and shot the donkey's owner. The wife of the owner of the donkey asked her sons to avenge the death of their father and go and burn down the house of the farmer. The boys went late evening and gleefully carried out their mother's orders, assuming that the farmer too would have been burnt alive along with the house. Sadly for them, that wasn't the case. When the farmer came back to see the charred remains of his house, he promptly went and shot the wife and the 2 sons of the donkey's owner. Suddenly struck by remorse, the farmer asked the demon why all those terrible things had to happen. The demon replied, "Why, I did nothing at all. Oh, except release the donkey. It was all of you who reacted, overacted, and released the inner devil. Did you get it? The devil doesn't do anything but wake you up by triggering the ego in you that turns into evil intent and goes about harming others. The next time before replying, responding, reporting, rebuking, or avenging a revenge, pause and think. Be careful. Many times, the only thing the devil needs to do is simply release the donkey within us. Donkey was.
I know it's hard for a lot of people to understand that because he's talking about devils and demons and donkeys and all that stuff. But they use this tactic in the rap game all the time, and you motherfuckers just steady fall for it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Y'all come up as young rappers, and then they plant a bug in your ear. They say, man, such and such better than you. And you be like, man, fuck that bitch, that nigga ain't better than me, whatever. And then eventually that shit comes out in a song. And then they hear it, and they be like, why the fuck this motherfucker talking about me? But I'm a G, so now I gotta fire back. They make a song back. Now y'all into it. Over nothing. Just cause somebody unleashed the inner devil in you. They unleashed your ass. Y'all gotta quit letting emotions drive y'all, to do just crazy stuff, cause what other people think or feel it shouldn't bother you like that to the point to where you gotta challenge them into a duel or whatever. I don't know how y'all do it these days. It so seems like y'all high noon dueling though. Just everybody just quick on the draw. Hey, pray for America, y'all. Pray for America.
High school sophomore took part in the One Chip Challenge, eating a single tortilla chip seasoned with some of the world's hottest peppers at school last week. They say he died several hours later.
It just pauses you for a moment there, makes you question what is going on.
So yeah, man, I seen one of them One Chip challenges, and this girl, she didn't tell him that he was doing the challenge. I guess he was supposed to remember that the challenge was supposed to happen sooner or later. But she crumbled the chip up and sprinkled it in his Taco Bell taco. And then he ate it. This was probably one of the most hilarious One Chip Challenge videos that I had ever seen. Let me remind you, I couldn't stop laughing. Everybody laughing all in the comments. But then I thought about it. I thought about this video right here. I said, y'all know what? That man could have died. And he wouldn't have even known why. Because she was hard up and not telling him he was doing the challenge. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
This was not a conspiracy. It was just a known thing, meaning the government of Zaire had to place IMF officials in its government, in the treasury, in control of the economy. And we would shape the economy usually to do two things in the tropics. We would focus on extractive industries, so like let's get this stuff out of the ground as fast as possible without any benefits accruing to the local population. In fact, we'd often ruin the environment around them and make their life miserable. And number two, agriculture stuff. So we would force them to do this kind of industrial scale agriculture, usually of things that they couldn't eat, that they would export to us for our consumption. So we would engineer their society to do this and to be more dependent. And in order to do so, we would devalue the currency. And you basically want to shrink the economy. You don't want the government to be providing any subsidies to its people, healthcare, education. No. That's only for rich countries. But beyond that, there's nothing for the people left over. Of course, the dictator takes his cut. That's what the IMF does to the country. This was not a conspiracy. It was just.
So what your next question should be is, where did they learn this and how did they know it was gonna work? I'm gonna tell you, they did it to us. They did it to us over here first. And then they taught it to everybody around the world. So that's how they knew what to do to Africans in Africa. And they knew it'll work. So it had already been done to us. It's just nobody want to talk about it. Nobody want to. It's like it was, like I said, the unspoken war. Nobody talks about it. Nobody say nothing about it. But that's what they did to us over here. How you think they ended up over here? Way from over there. Y'all know where they came from. Way from over there. How you think they ended up over here? So we were already here. And y'all done already proved that.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
The media never shows us this.
Yeah,
they only show you black people doing it.
I don't think I seen that one with the white.
But white people do it too.
They just walk smooth out of there. Nobody wow.
Sometimes.
What they say, it ain't no systemic racism. But I talked about that in my last video. That's why our arrest record is so high and theirs is so low. Cause just like they did, they could just walk right out there, right out of the store. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Ain't nobody gonna even look for them. You know, they just gonna file it under loss. But when we do it, it's a big problem. It's a big issue. Don't get it twisted.
Even the devil on my shoulder whispers, "What the fuck are you up to now?"
Yeah, that's me. For real. If y'all watch my show, y'all should know that by now. That's me. I will let you hear it again. Look.
Sometimes even the devil on my shoulder whispers, "What the fuck are you up to now?"
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that. The world ain't all...
Ain't that some motivation for your ass?
Your own family will watch you struggle, but in a split second, they'll go help a stranger. Your own...
Let that sink in for a minute. Man, he is not lying for real.
Your own family will watch you struggle, but in a split second, they'll go help a stranger.
Man, that's so fucked up. But it's true, though. He told no lies there.
Okay, here's the myth. You're not going to like it, but here's the myth. God is preparing a man for you. Incorrect. Biblically speaking, the Bible says that God created Eve for Adam, not Adam for Eve.
Look, I ain't gonna even let that one ride because it's too controversial. Leave it in the comments, though. Yeah, y'all could just leave it in the comments. I ain't gonna get into it. If y'all want to talk about it, we can talk about it in the comments. I don't really want to talk about it, so yeah.
Hey guys, Ranger Lloyd here, and today we're going to learn some dark Florida history. Are you familiar with the Ocoee Massacre? No? Well then you might want to buckle the up. On November 2nd, 1920, Mose North...
My work is to ensure that before you ever learn about the Mayflower in 1620, you're going to learn about that ship in 1619 called the White Lion. You're going to learn about our stories of resistance, of the contributions of Black Americans, and we will not be erased from the narrative of the country that our ancestors built.
You see, that was the other thing, you know, why I know it couldn't have been that many Africans that they brought over here, because a lot of them revolted. They didn't want to stay on those ships like that. So, you know, they killed them people off and probably sank the ship, or should they probably just sail back to the crib. Don't get it twisted.
Is the music going? Is it gonna get harder?
Shit, I don't know. It depends on niggas' balls. You know, if niggas got big nuts like me, it's gonna get way harder. But shit, if niggas got little nuts, it's gonna start getting back to a different type of rap. You know what I'm saying? Partying and fucking and all of that type of shit, because that's what we talk about when they don't let us talk about what we really want to talk about. So it depends. You can listen to the radio and listen to what niggas be talking about. And if they start talking that crazy shit, then it ain't cool. If niggas still talking that thug shit, you know, that hardcore shit, it's all good. But if they talking about like hitting, you know, all that crazy shit, you know, it ain't gonna be like that. Nothing's wrong with that, but there's something wrong with it if you think that's hardcore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that.
So I don't know if y'all understand what he was saying, but he talking about you niggas, you young niggas that's rapping now, all this drill music, shoot 'em up, bang bang. That's what he talking about, man. You know, that's little nut shit. Y'all gotta get on some big nut shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit that's really hard.
Don't you realize, my young hip-hop and R&B singer, that the average career of an artist is only 3 to 7 years? Don't you realize, my brother and sister athlete, that the average lifespan of your career is 3 to 7 years? So instead of you spending millions of dollars on 5 cars in your driveway, why don't you invest your money and spend millions and open up a car lot? Instead of you building your one house of 30,000 square feet, why don't you build 31,000 square feet homes in the hood for our people?
See, that right there, that's how I know they only let the ignorant ones make it, because the smarter ones would do that. We'd have that. You know, now some of the smarter ones are good enough to play ignorant long enough to get it, and they did, but that's only now. It wasn't. They couldn't do it before. That's only now. So, but yeah, I'm glad he said that too.
They did. Like, listen. I know you're not gonna believe this, but I'm gonna say it twice so you can understand. I'm at a school, 75% black children. They never had a black principal before I got there since the school reopened in 2005.
Wow.
You know what else they never had? They didn't have a black history class at a black school.
Wow.
I need y'all to understand. Are you saying, Muhammad, that you were at this school and there's 75% black children and they didn't have they didn't have a black history class? So I'm fighting in the school to get.
Hold up. Before he even keep going, I don't think we had a black history class in my high school. I don't think we got a black history class for DISD. Now, that's fucked up, because the whole district is black. If it ain't black, it's Mexican. I'm gonna let him keep going though, because he got some more good stuff to say.
A black history class for black children.
Wow.
I'm fighting in a black school in a black neighborhood to get a black history event in a black school. Why do I have to have that fight? Now, I don't mind having that fight, but if you see me on the dock of black education and you see 7 white teachers ganging up on me, I throw the hat in the air, I need everybody to respond accordingly.
Yes.
I feel you, dog. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard him. Man, sorry, man. Yeah, I don't. Let's keep it moving. Y'all leave it in the comments, man. Let's keep it moving.
Cube, why are you putting Native Americans in here? Why isn't this just for black people?
Well, black people are Native Americans. You know, we've had, a lot of proof that, some of us started here in this land. Everybody wasn't brought over from Africa. So, we have to, like you say, unpack all of that and try to, find the true lineage of people in this country.
I keep telling y'all, we was already here. They linked us to Africa because they was mistreating the Africans. They did bring a few of them over here as slaves, and they were mistreating them very bad, and we were standing up for them. And then they start saying, oh, well, if y'all standing up for them, them must be y'all people. And then we said, well, yeah, they are our people. So then they said, oh, well, y'all are Africans. That's how all that came about. Like, for real, for real. Don't get it twisted.
I don't know if you even watch any of these debates.
Ooh, shoot, y'all. I'm kind of getting tired. I drank these beers. I had just got off work. I really didn't feel like doing this, but I did want to have a nice little jam session, so that's the real reason I jumped on and I'm doing this, but I'm gonna have to cut it a little short, y'all. But not before I include this one little short right here, because I did tell y'all I was going to give y'all some information on the crystals that I wear. And I'm going to bring y'all some more, but this is a little short one on, why I wear crystals. I don't know about most of the other people, but check it out.
Crystals work. Why do people wear crystals? What's the practical value of crystals?
We are crystals. One.
Okay.
Two, they say that the oldest kingdom here on this planet is the mineral kingdom. So if I want to pay homage to the creator, I resonate with the things that was laid forth for me, that he said that I have dominion over. Once I come here, I have to become familiar with the things that he had already put in place, because his cosmic intelligence says that this predates me for a reason. I want to know why. His intelligence is in these particular stones. It has been uninterrupted, and based on millions of billions of years, it has been pressurized into available medicine, right? Cosmic medicine, where each one of these stones do different things. They mean different things, and they're part of an appreciating class. There's a rock market identical to a stock market. We are crystalline structures. We are composed of crystals. They call the blood the crystal lake. Our blood got crystals in it. Our ears got crystals in it. Our pineal got crystals in it. Our bones got crystals in it. Our eyes got crystals in it. Definitely all over our brain is crystals. And water itself is a crystal. So we are crystalline beings.
Crystals work. Why do people wear crystals? What's the...
So, like I say, man, y'all want to get y'all empowered with positive energy crystals, holla at your boy for real. This is black obsidian, well, not black obsidian, but obsidian and gold with the black ball and bark. And this is red tiger's eye with the world is mine on it. Like I say, I'll let your boy about it. I got you, homie. For real, Jack. That's so crazy. There you go. Since y'all couldn't hear last time.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what it is? Ball Mac. That nigga on the pitch on your girlfriend dress.
Real players get chose. No, we don't chase these hoes. We don't chase these. Real players get chose. Oh no, we don't love these hoes. We don't love these.
I'm dipping through your city, scoping out ass and titty. Would've snatched up a few, but they was acting too sedity. I need a bitch. That's what they call her at work, but she'll drop that pack off and get the money home church. We can travel around the world spending rolls and shit. And before we leave town, we gon' have to hit a lick. That's how the rich stay rich. You understand me, the only way I spend a band if I'm gonna gain 3. So you know for sure you fucking with a PIMP. No gorilla nigga, I don't put hoes on the street. I'm a old rich Mac, I need some $1 billion bitches helping me cure depression, helping me get to the business.
Real Real players get chose. No, we don't chase these hoes. We don't chase these. Real players get chose. Oh no, we don't love these hoes. We don't love these. And I know why you niggas always bitching and shit. Cause your main bitch keep coming up missing and shit. You know she getting it for me and it's getting her rich. She don't need you no more cause you a lazy ass trick. And when she pulled that gun on you, bet you thought it was a joke. What you didn't know, I had you lined up in the scope. She took everything, nigga, made you look like a hoe. We was gonna let you slide, but you showed your pussy hole. So we fucked you like a real nigga supposed to do. You had $1 billion bitch, but she was limited to you. See, your brain don't work and your game ain't shit. You done fucked around and lost your main bitch. Real players get chose. No, we don't chase these hoes. We don't chase these. Real players get chose. Oh no, we don't love these hoes. What y'all fail to realize is that y'all game is limited to the streets, cause y'all brain stuck in the streets. Shoot, I'm trying to take it beyond the big bang, baby.
Jack. We don't love these hoes. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Wild Mag. Hey, peace and blessings to y'all, man. I'm out. Until next time, y'all.